Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, as you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a focused review around the MILANI Gilded Nude palette. I just did a tutorial on the Gilded Gold palette not too long ago. I'll link that video down below if you guys want to see on this one. And this is what this one looked like over here. Very warm and gold and very earthy shades. So I did a whole review video on this one showing you guys shades, swatches, a whole eye look, and my overall thoughts on it. And I asked you guys if you wanted to see a video on the Gilded Nude as well, and some of you did say you wanted to see a video on this one, and as well I wanted to try it out, so I thought I'd do another focused review video. So we're going to be trying this out today. I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this eye look using it. We're also going to do some swatches, talk about formula, everything like that. So if you want to know all about this palette, just keep on watching. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you guys is the swatches of this so you can see every single shade. So let's get right into these swatches. Alright, so now you guys just saw all of these shades in the palette. I definitely think there is a nice color story in here. You do have some cool shades and some warm shades, a mix of shimmers and mattes, so I do think it is a nice balance within this palette. So now let's actually get to playing with this on the eyes and seeing how it actually performs. Alright guys, so I just did this whole eye look, and now I'm going to repeat it on this side with you guys to show you guys exactly what I did. So I am going to start off with the shade Offline, which is this nice rosy pinky shade, and I'm just going to blend this right in the crease, kind of build up the shade. What I did notice is the mattes in this palette blend out really effortlessly, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep kind of adding this. As you can see, that built up nicely and it's just very wisped out. I find the mattes in this palette, they are like creamy, but not super creamy that they're too hard to work with. And then they are pretty soft though, like even when I dip in, you can see there is a bit of kickback in the pan, and when I tap off, you know, they are a pretty soft shadow. You'll have a bit of fallout. That doesn't really bother me if these shadows perform well. And also, I just find that these, you do have to build them up a little bit since they are so soft. But what's nice about them is then they don't look powdery or too matte. They do really just look very blended and very creamy on the eye. It doesn't look like a matte shadow at all, which is awesome. Then I'm going to take Little Spoon, which is more of a mauve. And I'm going to do kind of the same thing with this one. Kind of concentrate this one more on the outer corner too, and then bring it up like so. I'm gonna grab a bit more of a flat brush, and I'm just gonna use my brush pad here. Something like this is amazing if you want to switch brushes, or you want to use the same brush and you're switching colors. I'm gonna dip back into Little Spoon, and I'm gonna start building this on the outer corner and up into the crease. Then I'm going to take a bit of Hit Snooze, which is more warm tone. And what I want to do with this one is kind of put it more close to the lashes and kind of have this warm tone transition into more of the purple shade. I'm going to take the original fluffy brush. I'm going to go into Boozy Brunch. I'm going to use this light shade to kind of sweep all over and make sure everything is nice and blended. We are going to clean up around the brow after though. Now it is time to lay down a lid base. You guys know I have to use a base under my shimmers. That's just how I do my eye looks. I find it looks a lot cleaner and colors pop more when you do this, and personally I just like doing half cut creases. So I'm taking my Wet n Wild liquid catsuit in the shade Camel, and I'm just going to go right on the lid, and I'm going to take it up just to where my crease is. Go across so it's a really sharp line. And go to the halfway point, just like so. I'm telling you, once you do this like 1,000 times like I have, you'll get really good at it, and then it'll be super easy. And then I'm just gonna take a little brush. You can use your finger or brush. I kind of go back and forth, and I'm going to just take this and blend it out to that like halfway point, just so it's not like one harsh line. Then let's set that down real quick. I'm gonna use the shade Weekender for setting that down. And this is a really nice, just light base color, and it just sets really nicely, so that's good. And then I'm going to take the shade Keep Scrolling. Now, I did this on the other eye, so I'll show you guys real quick. I tried a brush at first, just like a regular flat eyeshadow brush, into this coppery rose gold shade. I loved how this shade paired with the purple. I thought it was a nice contrast. And I'm just gonna go right on the lid and show you guys. So we're getting some color, and I'm kind of putting some pressure into it, but then a bunch of the colors dusting over here, and then I have a bunch of fall under my eye. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to use my finger. I found that this technique worked a lot better with this. You can already see how much more pigment we got from that, from just using our finger instead of a brush. Since the shadows are so soft, your finger is just going to get them to stick down better. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of a precise brush, just a little flat one. I'm going to spray it with my Milani Make It Last matte charcoal. I'm going to use this to get really close to that crease and make it just really precise. And wetting the brush makes these apply good too, so I would suggest either your finger or a wet brush to get these down. I'm just going to take a bit more of little spoon and just tap it outside so it kind of all blends together. I'm just going to take my blush brush, and I'm going to use this to sweep away the excess or anything like that. I like using a blush brush because I already used it to blush my cheeks, so it's just easier that way. And then let's just do a lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Little Spoon on a little pointer brush, and I'm going to start on the outside and kind of bring it out, attaching my lower lash line to my upper and winging it, and then bringing it in with the excess product. Like so. This will kind of shape the eyes, give them a nice definition too. Then let's highlight the brow bone. I'm going to take the shade People Watching, which is more yellow and a bit darker than Weekender, just to highlight the brow bone. You can kind of, when you do this, you don't want to do like a harsh line. I'm kind of blending it into the rest of the eyeshadow. I like doing this step last. I know a lot of people do it first, but I find, you know, you can highlight your brow bone, but then you're putting more eyeshadow on top. It's all going to get muffled together, so I like to do it last and make sure that's really light up there after I'm done the look. And now let's just highlight the inner corner. I'm going to take a bit of Detox, which is this really pretty like silvery shade with like green and yellow undertones. I really wanted to try it out, even though it doesn't go the best with this look. And I'm just going to hit the inner corner with this. It's a very interesting shade, I'll say that. Now I'm just going to clean up around my eyes just to make sure the look is super precise. So I'm just going to take my sponge with a bit of powder, just some Coty Airspun loose powder. I'm just going to kind of create this little like right angle right at my brow. This will just kind of clean up right there. And sometimes eyeshadow, like I take it past my brow because I'm really trying to blend it out. So this way that will just clean up. Gonna let that sit while I apply some mascara. This is just my L'Oreal Superstar. Don't feel like really applying falsies today, so I'll see if I want to apply, don't know if I want to apply falsies yet. I'll apply a bit of mascara and see how we feel after. Well, the mascara is applied, and I think I might just leave it there just for more of a natural summer look. And for this bottom part, I'm going to, for this swiping away, I'm going to use my blush brush too. I love extra blush in the summer anyways, so using my blush brush to do this, I have no issue with. I will say I did enjoy this palette. I feel like because the colors are a little more natural, I find it better. I do enjoy that they don't apply as harshly. Whereas the Gilded Gold palette, the only reason I feel like I had more issues with it is because they're more rich, deeper shades. I kind of had an issue building some of them up, but either way, I did really enjoy this. Why do these two colors look so much alike though? One second. Okay, I was just looking at these and I feel like Hit Snooze and Fembot look really alike. This one's more on the like rosier side, this one's warmer, but just a quick comparison. But anyways, I'm going to zoom out right now and then we can talk about the formula and what I really think about these palettes. Alright, so now that you guys saw the whole tutorial, let's talk about my thoughts on the Gilded Nude palette. So I want to say I did enjoy this palette. I loved working with it, and I think we created a really nice eye look out of it. I do enjoy the color scheme. I think it's perfect for the people out there that want something natural, something rosy, something that's very classy and they can just use on a very daily basis. I think this will really give you that result, but you still have some nice colors in here to play around with, like a few twists on natural shades, like with the purples and the warm tones. You got some nice shimmers throughout. This detox shade is very, very unique. Even if you do like your more natural makeup, I think you might still like this. And I do like that it comes with a mirror. I love the packaging on it. Milani always kills it with their packaging, so that's nothing new. I will say formula wise, it is identical to the Gilded Gold. I did a whole video on the Gilded Gold just like this one, so if you want to see that, I'll link it down below in the description if you want to know more on this one, swatches, everything like that. But the formula is basically identical, just this one has a very different color scheme. So just from trying them out, you know, the mattes in here are very soft, meaning that they might not last the longest. They're definitely the type of eyeshadows that do wear off a little quicker. I'm not saying you're gonna put them on, they're gonna like evaporate off your eyes, but they're not gonna last as long as, let's say, something a little more stiff. But then again, that makes the shadows really, really easy to work with. You saw how everything blended out on my eyes, really quick and easy, and everything blended so effortlessly, which is awesome. I will also say that that gives you a bit more control with the look, and the shimmers did apply really beautifully. I would just suggest, because they are so soft, using either your finger or a wet brush, because a soft brush will just kind of wisp it away everywhere and you won't really get the true pigment out of them. I did bring out some other Milani palettes just for reference in case you have some of their old ones and you're kind of wanting to see how these ones compare to their old ones. Compared to these ones right here, they have a bunch of these. They're not really like a collection. I just have the Most Loved Mattes and the Bold Obsessions. These ones definitely have a stiffer formula to them. You can even see it in the pan. I've used this palette a lot and it looks like I haven't even used it, just because they are definitely a more stiff eyeshadow. Even looking at the shimmer shades, you see how there's kind of a film on them from using them wet. That's just because they are stiffer. Whereas these new ones, these shimmers, you can kind of see more of a dent in them, and that's just because of their formula. It's a lot of a softer formula. I will say, as a comparison to their older palettes, they are most comparable with these ones. This is the Gilded Rouge and the Gilded Noir, so the formula is very similar to these palettes. As you can see from what I've used in here, it does look a lot softer because you can kind of see that gap in them. So if you have these and you're wondering how the formula compares, I would say it's very, very similar. So that is kind of my thoughts. I will say I do like these palettes. Are they my absolute favorites? No. But I do see myself using this when I want more of that pinky, natural, rosy tone look. And kind of take everything I said about formula and wear and color and stuff to kind of think if this would be something you would enjoy. Let me know if you guys have tried out this palette, what you think, if you like it, if you don't. Also, let me know what you want to see next on my channel. I just did a huge Ulta haul on my channel. I'll link that down below for you guys to watch, and in that video you can see everything I just purchased. And if you want any more of these focus type review videos, you can kind of let me know what you want to see from there. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also make sure to subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And also don't forget to turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video, just because with YouTube's algorithm it's always changing and you can't always guarantee that the videos you want to see will pop up. So by clicking the little bell, you'll always get notified when I make a new upload. So yeah guys, that's really it for this video. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!